Hey Flosstube, it's Michelle from Made by Michelle McGraw. This is Flosstube number 81. It is January 30th, 2023, and I have tons to show. This is the second time I'm recording. I was pretty far along, and my son came back to look for a set of keys. If he'd listened the first time, his father told him where to look for the keys, but he didn't listen to the whole thing. He just heard in the bin. He didn't hear which bin it didn't matter. Didn't matter. He found the keys. He's gone. We can record. Okay. I wanted to do a Flosstube today. I'm going to be busy the rest of the week. There is a string on that one. I had to cancel my retreat for Annabella's All About Winter down in Palm Beach, Florida. Just work stuff. And so the day that I canceled my hotel, I was able to get, I got an email that I got into the Myrtle Beach Barefoot Needle Art Retreat this week, coming up at the end of the week. Thursday, I'm going down Thursday. It is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I was super excited because that worked out better, and I was able to go. Stacy, the 911 stitcher, is flying in to Charlotte, and we're going to drive down together. Beth from our local stitching group is going to be going as well. So we're going to have a good time. So I'm super excited about that. I hated to miss Annabella's, but it just didn't work out. But I'm super happy that I get to go to another retreat. So I have tons to show. So I'm going to jump in with what I have to show. Part of my 2023 was I wanted to do more fully finishes. So I'm really pushing myself to finish something I'm trying to do each week. It hasn't happened. But one day a week, sit down and do some finishing. Or one day every 2 weeks, sit down and do some finishing. That I have done. We're not all the way through January yet, so meeting my goals. So yeah, more fully finished. I have a huge stack. You're gonna see some fully finishes from last year that I actually was finally able to fully finish. Some finishes that I was able to fully finish. Okay, so just for fun, I pulled my stats from last year and I had 93 finishes. So that was actually down from the year before, but in those 93 finishes, I had some medium-sized finishes. So, 93 is a lot. So I was super happy with that. It's never like a goal, like, oh, I have to have so many finishes. No, I'm just always curious, how many do I do? This year, I am working on 52 ornaments in 2023. And I'll be honest, I was supposed to work these in with my other stitching, just, stitch an ornament here and there. I am having so much fun that it's twofold right now. I don't really like stitching spring, and because it's not that I don't like spring patterns. I do like some. It's harder for me to find ones that I like because I'm not a pastel person. And so that's harder for me to find ones. So I'm not as excited to do spring stitching, but I am really excited to do the ornaments. So I'm just doing ornaments. I'm having fun with it, and it's been fun to go through and pull some ornaments that I've wanted to do, but I had something else to do. I wanted to finish on my hometown holidays or, whatever. And so things that I've constantly looked at, I haven't stitched them because I ran out of time. I've been able to pull some of those even in just this month. So I'll show those later on. So far this year, I've had 15 finishes. Now, 13 of those are ornaments. So I am well on my way. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. And I'm just going to keep going with it. I will start stitching Total Christmas, which I'm kind of doing now, in July, but I will go back to like my nativity, my hometown holiday series, my ornaments for my kids. I will start all of that in July. I'll probably start some of the ornaments for my kids earlier, but anyhow, let's see the finishes. Okay, so my first finish is from last year. I had Little House Needleworks Always and Forever. That is the pattern. And I finished this last year. This is stitched on, I think it's 25 count pebble from Lori Holt, Lugana. I don't remember the floss that I used, but I changed out my husband's and my name and put our wedding year. So I like this. This is, it goes on the shelf on my stand that I have right now. I have my bride and groom for Needle Love. It kind of works with Valentine's, and then I leave it out through March, which is our anniversary, and then I pull all that up. So that's kind of fun. So this goes on that shelf as well. I finished the back with some toile fabric that I had. I actually got this at a consignment store. So I just thought it was neutral, fun. I did do some cording on the sides. Now, that was another goal that I had this year, was to work on cording. And I watched Vanna and Helen D. Vanna has two tutorials, and Helen has at least one tutorial of how to do cording. I watched both of them, and now I need to practice more. This was not, if you're gonna do cording for the first time, don't do a piece this large. I need to practice on an ornament because it was so much cording that I needed to make. I had these long string, long pieces. I dropped the Kreinik spinner. I respun it. So my steps are a little muddled right now, but I'm going to keep practicing them, but I'm going to practice them on smaller projects. But I was able to do cording, which I liked. Now, a lot of people ask, how do I hide the cording? I am not professional. I hid the top of my two meats with a bow. That's why there's a little bow right here. It worked. I know if you do a hanger, you can take it up and make a hanger, and that's how you can do it. I've seen people where they hide it at the bottom, they sew it into the bottom of the pillow. So there's a lot of tips and tricks you can do. I hit it with a bow. So that's my first fully finished. I had stitched that up, I think last year or the year before. And so that's done. The next one is a free pattern from Hands On Design. This was from her newsletter last year. And I stitched it on this black and white gingham Lugana. Now, I will say, I will never stitch on this Lugana again. This was incredibly hard to stitch on. And I've stitched on gingham fabric, but this was hard. It was mainly hard in the blending squares to see where you were at, and it was just very hard. I wouldn't have wanted to do a big project on it, I can tell you that. I finished it off with some backing fabric that matched my label, and I just ruched some ribbon around the edges. So this is filled with polyfill. The other one was filled with lizard litter. I normally use lizard litter if they're going to go on my shelf. This is going to go in the dough bowl, so it doesn't really matter. I do a dough bowl filled with Valentine smalls on my table. Why did I use polyfill? Well, there's two reasons for that. No, there's one. So I had a box of polyfill that I've used for years. It's a 5-pound box. I went on Amazon to order another 5-pound. Well, what I thought I was ordering the same. I did not order the same. I ordered a 20-pound box of polyfill. 20 pounds of polyfill. This box is ginormous. I don't know what to do with the box. It's in the middle of my craft room. I literally don't know what to do with it. It is huge. So everything is going to have polyfill because I have 20 pounds of it. Yes. Don't do like me. 20-pound box is huge unless you have some place to put a 20-pound box, which I did not have, just so you know. 20 pounds. It's huge. All right. The next finish is a kit that I had from Pine Mountain Designs. I have had this kit for years and years. It came with the finishing pillow. It came with fabric to use. I changed mine out with just 1 or 2 shades darker because the white wasn't showing up. I did add the buttons just in the corner. I had these heart buttons, so I sewed them on, and then I put this little charm with like a little bird and a key, a little heart key. So that's my finish. I believe the pattern is still available. I'm not sure if you can get it as a kit. You just insert the finishing into the pillow and you're done. So easy. So I would recommend if they have any other kits like this, these are super fast finishes. They've done the finishing for you. You stitch and insert it into the pillow. That's it. Really fast. And I figured it was a good way to get that out of my patterns. It was taking up a lot of room, so I did that one. All right, the next one is Viking cross stitch pattern. Just says Viking. It is from My Darling Plum, Megan Bush on Etsy. So here is the pattern. Now, I love a good pun. It says, I've taken a Viking to you. Love a pun. Let me show her name down below in case anybody wants it. I believe I looked and this is still available. This says 2018, but I think it's still available. Here is my finish on it. I stitched it on either 14 or 16 count Aida, chalkboard Aida. And there's a fuzzy still on there. And I finished it with this Valentine's backing fabric. And I just did a little ruching of a ribbon on the side of ribbon that I had in my stash. So I love him. He is adorable. He's probably one of my favorite finishes for Valentine's. I really, really like him. Okay, and move those up. The next one, I didn't bring the pattern over here. I believe this is Lacrosse from Sue Hillis Designs. It's my son's ornament for this year. I have some ornaments that I did not get to fully finish this year. I stitched them all for the kids, but I didn't get to fully finish them. So I'm working through that stack. And it says, my goal is to deny yours. He played lacrosse in high school and was on a travel team. I chose his travel team colors. I changed it up. I also put the year of his travel team. And there's the backing. So I really like on a bigger ornament to put my ribbon towards the edge because then I can hang it on a tree really easily. I like how they hang when I do that. That's just what I like. Maybe somebody else would like that too. It is stitched on, I think this is 18 count Picture This Plus Murky. So I did change the colors, but the pattern is still available. I believe it's Sue Hillis Designs. All right, the next one, these are, once again, some ornaments that I didn't get to fully finish, so I'm working on them now. I don't know how to say this designer. It's Love Angels and Holy Night. So these are super little simple ones. They did come with the charms. And I wanted to finish them exactly the same. And I wanted to kind of spice them up a little bit since they were small finishes. They are, let me show them up close. This is my son's fiance's one, Love Angels. I did stitch them on a piece of scrap from 14 count microscope from Fabric Flair. And I added a bow and backing fabric that matched. These were little paddles that I got at Hobby Lobby. They were in the Easter section last year. They probably have them this year. They had a little carrot here. I just covered that up. And then this is the Holy Night one. And these were, like I said, this was just scrap piece, but you can see the little speckles on it that the microscope fabric has. I think it's cute. So just used a little scrap. I think they turned out really cute. And that kind of made a simple finish a little fancier. Okay, so now I have finishes, but not fully finished. So my first up is two patterns from Stitching with the Housewives. One is Ho Ho Ho. And the next one is Merry and Bright. And I don't have a cover sheet, so that kind of leads me to believe, sorry, my board fell. I could feel it sliding down. It leads me to believe that it might have been a free, like Stitching with the Housewives does a free pattern, like if you buy the series or whatever. Anyhow, it's Merry and Bright. You'll see the finish. They are both stitched on, let me move this stuff around so I can put it here when I'm done. They're both stitched on 28 count Twilight Lugana from Picture This Plus. And let's show that. So I did use the called for colors, except for Merry and Bright. This is bad lighting. I had some nice sun earlier, but I changed, the green was supposed to be Little Sprout on the Merry and Bright, and I did it to match this one, which was steamed broccoli. There you go. So they're really cute. I like how they turned out. I'm trying to get a good picture there. That's more representative because it's very blue fabric. It's kind of blowing out gray, but it is not gray. It is blue. Very cute. I loved working on those. And it was perfect to do those two on that piece. And I still had enough room. Now, I have gotten questions before. Why do you use such a big piece of fabric to do ornaments? Now, actually, that's not. Because I will split that in half and have that much to finish. I like to have room when I'm finishing. Sometimes I have an idea when I'm finishing how I'm going to finish it. Sometimes I don't. More room gives me more options. I can cut that fabric off. I do save my scraps if they're big enough to stitch something else. And if they're not, sometimes I save like a little corner piece of it so that I can put like a marker on a label on the back that I stitch on. Vanna Pfeiffer shows that in her tutorials. So I like to have more than not enough. Okay, this next one comes from this book. And I'm not done with this series. So, okay. I have all my working copies. This patterns from Prairie Schooler were really small. I put them on the copier and blew them up. So I have all my working copies in here to blow it up that I can see it better. This is called Christmas Past. And I did the Santa with the lantern. Now, I left off the moon. I didn't like the moon at the bottom. I want to do the angel, the dog, the horse, the cat. I like the deer. I like all of them except that one. I'm not crazy about the bird. So all of them except that one. But if they have this one is okay with the moon. But that moon is at the bottom and that moon is at the bottom. I'll leave those out. I don't like the moon part being below. I don't know why. I don't like that. But it's simple. So I stitched these on. Hold on, let me put that pattern back. I stitched these on 14 count Fiber on a Whim Night Sky. And this is the first one. Once again, my lighting is not great. It's blowing it out a little bit. You can see it way better in person. Gosh, that just is not good. Anyhow, he's the little ornament. Love him. Okay, my next one is nope, that's that one. What is this? This next one is Train 1997 Christmas Ornaments. I think this is the Just Cross Stitch. I have the magazine, but my magazine does not have a front cover. These are my working copies because I can't work out of a magazine. I have to make a copy. My magazine does not have a cover. I bought it like that, but this is an old Prairie Schooler chart. And I don't believe it's ever been stitched or charted, I'm sorry, anywhere else. Now, this is the photo, and if I pull that apart, you can see it a little better, but I really have to bend the cover. Generally, it looks like that. But if I pull it apart, you can see it. That's what it looks like in the magazine. And I almost missed it. I thought it was very cute. And then I saw that it was by Prairie Schooler, and I'm a huge Prairie Schooler fan. So that had to be stitched. It reminded me of trains. My grandfather, my uncle, they always had a train around the tree. Sometimes we did. And so I just wanted to stitch it and make it in a little ornament. Now, I did stitch this on 14 count, Picture This Plus Murky. And I changed the colors. So what are my colors that I used? I used Gentle Arts Cherry Cobbler, 866, 844, and 501. So still kind of keeping the Prairie Schooler look, but making it a little more modern than the colors they had. So I think that's super cute, and I will fully finish that into an ornament. Okay, the next two, I'll show them individually though, because they are two separate patterns. This one is from Pen Pals Christmas Eve Delivery, the Frosted Pumpkin. And this is stitched on 18 count Bestitch Me Cosmo. This is the pattern. Cute. They have this whole like Pen Pal series that like looks like little stamps. This is super cute. Got my hair tangled up. Teeny tiny, but he's really cute. So that is Pen Pals from Frosted Pumpkin. I did pick, Cosmos has this turquoise, it has pink, it has purple in it. I cut my fabric to where I got mostly just these colors. I kind of wanted it to look like a night sky, and so I chose those colors. So the next one is Pen Pals Here Comes Santa from Frosted Pumpkin. Here is, trying to get the photo. Here is the front of the chart. Super cute. And I also did that on 18 count Bestitch Me Cosmo. So those will make really cute little ornaments as well. Okay, the next one is, this is from Christmas Ornament Edition, Just Cross Stitch 1998. And let me show you the picture in the magazine. Because this was another gem that I almost overlooked, but I did not. This is from Birds of a Feather. This little cut through house. I love it. Loved stitching it. I stitched this on 18 count opalescent raw linen. Sammy, stop. The cat is in a bag I put down on the floor. Ooh, that looks sparkly, doesn't it? I changed the year, but I did use the called for colors. Sammy, stop. So I loved this one. Love it. I love a cut through house. So, and I don't think Birds of a Feather ever charted that anywhere else. Stop. You're making a lot of noise. She does not care. She doesn't care. Okay. The next three came out of this book. It's a Prairie Schooler Oh Christmas Tree. Now, I have this kitted up and I want to do the rest of them. But I started with these three on the back. So the little log cabin, the skier, and the brick house. Just cute little winter ones. This is what the front of the book looks like. The skier is not on the front. That's why I wanted to show you that one. It's got the 12 Days of Christmas on there. Sammy, stop. Go on. Go on, stop playing with the bag. So I really liked the shape of these being triangles. And I thought that would be something fun for me to try. Now, they made theirs into like little trees with the little stem down here. I don't think I'm going to do that, or I'll do it in felt. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to make them triangles. I stitched these on 16 count golden needle. So there's one. Let me see if I can get all three of them in here. Here is two. And then here's the third one. So I think those are super, super cute little winter ones. But they will be Christmas ornaments. I think the problem is we're supposed to get rain, and I think that's the biggest problem here. My lighting has gone away. Okay, my nose itches. What does that mean? I'm doing a floss tube. That's what that means. Okay, the next finish is, this is a chart that I did years ago. I love this bunny. This was my very first cross stitch project. I will show it to you. But I saw the chart in a magazine, and I bought the magazine pages for like $1. I didn't have the chart. I don't know where the chart's gone. Here is my finish that I did, my very first project, my very first cross stitch finish. It is framed. You can see there's a tiny stain up here. I don't know where it came from. I don't think it was there originally, but over the years it's come around. As you can see, it's older framed, but this hangs in my bathroom and I absolutely love it every single day. So when I saw it pop up in a magazine group that sells charts, I got it. And I did it on, oh, where's my card? 20 count Sugar Plum Fairy from Color and Cotton, and I stitched over 2 to make it a little bigger. I did update the colors a little bit. I used variegated threads. This is blowing out, but there you can see him. I'm going to make him into a stand-up. I think he's super cute and it'll be fun. So that was fun to stitch him again. That's for obviously spring and Easter. Okay, the last fully finished that I have is stitched from Angels in Blue from Rosewood Manor. And I've done the year one down here. They're all just little angels. I think they're really, really pretty. And I stitched this on 28 count a long time ago from Fortnite Fabrics. I used the called for colors, except instead of doing the beading, I just did Petite Treasure Braid. So you can see, trying to show you the sparkle, and I think it's going to blow out if I show. You can see the silver in here. There's some silver sparkle. I don't think it's going to show up on camera. It looks really pretty even without the beading. So she will be an ornament. I thought it was really pretty on that fabric, something different. Okay, so those are my finishes. Once again, I have a pile to fully finish, so. All right, so let me show you my whips that I'm working on. So my first one is Beauty Fades, and I have not put as much time in Beauty Fades as I want to, but she is going to retreat with me. We shall see how much work I get on her. Beauty Fades is, let me get the chart out. Or I lied to you, where's the chart? That's not good if I can't find my chart. Okay, I cannot find the, oh, here it is. It's inside. So this is Beauty Fades from Teresa Kogut, and this is her Patreon. Although I heard this is coming out in market. So I am stitching this, but I am deleting this band and this band. So like the alphabet and then the flowers. So let me show you where I'm at on that one. I am stitching her on, I think it's 25 count Lori Holt Pebble Lugana. So I have that flower. I'm still working on another flower. I've come down and done the lettering a little bit, and this is the top of the lady. So I'm trying to do everything I can in this before I move over. So I've gotten a little bit of progress, but not as much as I wanted to get done or thought I would get done. My goal was to do like 30 minutes every day, and that has not happened. But like I said, she's going to go to retreat with me and see how much I can get done on her. Okay, the next one that I'm working on, and I just started last night, is I'll Be Home for Christmas from the Little Stitcher, and I'm doing the little car. I like the car and the mantle. So those are two I want to do. This is stitched on 28 count Picture This Plus Doubloon Lugana. Excuse my thread hanging here. I don't have much of a start. Just the top part. That's it. I started that like at 9:45 last night. I was like, okay, I just got a couple stitches in. I got it started. I got it kitted up. Okay, this is I don't have the cover sheet. No, I do. My cover sheet, when I printed it out, it printed double-sided. So it's actually on the back side of my pattern that I'm using. So it's called Egg Collector from Teresa Koga. And I believe this is, yes, this is her Patreon for last year in February. So I am doing just the rabbit. I'm going to make her into a stand-up. So let me show you. I just literally started her, and that's all the progress I've gotten. Let's see. And I did not cut down my fabric well. I just left it. Once I'm gonna cut it. That's unusual for me, but I was in the truck and I was like, I don't know how big she's gonna be. She is being stitched on 18 count. I know this is a fabric flare pink gingham. I'm doing just the bunny. And I just have her ears. That's it. That's all I have. Just her ears. But at least I have started her. At least I have, you know, attempted to start a spring finish. She needs to go to retreat with me as well. Okay, let's see. This is my last whip. Oh no, I have another finish I forgot to show. Let's see. Yep, have another finish. I was working on this in the truck. Okay, so this is Tidy Tidings 17 from Lizzie Kate. I have always wanted to do this Merry Christmas one. I just loved it. I loved all the greens, the reds, the pink. I thought it was so pretty. And there we go. So I stitched this on 14 count Country French golden needle. And I did not iron it because I forgot that I had finished it. So there you go. I'll go in closer. There you go. Really pretty. I love the colors. So actually that's another finish. And I have started the Celebrate, this one right here. And that is on my hoop still. Oops. And it's a creepy deer with no eyes yet. So yeah, I'm working on that. I probably want to do the most wonder. I probably want to do, I don't think I want to do the joy. I think that's the only one I probably won't do. I like the rest of them. So I forgot. That was another finish I had. That was, we went up to Maryland the end of last week to pick up a trailer that we bought. And I took a couple projects, and that was one of them I took. Okay. I have some incredible haul to show you. It's not that much, but it's fantastic. So my first one is I got my bag from Creative Carol Designs, and she is on Etsy. Now this is a custom bag. This is large. She used to have these in her site, in her store all the time, and she only custom makes them now. So she sent me fabric swatches, and I picked the fabric that I wanted. It's on front and back, and it's double-sided. So this side has a zipper, this side has a snap. Now, the reason why I love this so much is I have like a hair or something in my mouth. I'm so sorry. So random. I have a bag like this for my Prairie Schoolers, for my Prairie Schooler Santas. Any Prairie Schooler Santa goes in this bag, and it stays in this bag full time. There is a full yard of fabric in this bag that I have cut from, not this one, my other one. I wanted another bag like that because I know that there's series of projects that I would love to all put in that bag and just have it. And so I ordered another one. I love it. If you haven't tried her bags, her normal bags are fantastic. I just really like that size, so I contacted her for the size. So the next one that I'm going to show you, this is very, very special. Now, I did see this morning on Etsy, on Instagram, that her ordering is open for retreat bags. She will be closing it in a couple days. She opens it to take orders, and then she works on those orders, and she closes it while she works on those orders so she doesn't get too far behind. So this is Creative Country Girl, and she does have a website. She is on Instagram, so you can see stuff. This bag she posted on there. I ordered this bag a while back, and it is done. I want to show you. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me go ahead and tell you, first of all, if you are debating about getting a custom bag done, don't debate. Her work is phenomenal. And when I say phenomenal, it is phenomenal. She will tell you, oh, I do the bags. Let me tell you, I have a lot of tote bags. This is well made, better made than some commercial bags. And I'm not even kidding. Let me show you the interior. So there's some pockets on both sides. Sorry, I'm trying to show it. I'm not good at doing this two-handedly. This one is a zipper. Okay, let's see what else. There are side pockets. There is a luggage pocket, so you can slip it down over your luggage. Another slip pocket on there. The front has a slip pocket and then a zippered pocket. The strapping, beautiful. She even makes a custom pad for your shoulder that matches the bag. This is phenomenal. Tammy is so talented. There is her label. I'm going in close. Go on Instagram. She is open. If you miss it this time, you can catch her another time. She'll open it back up once she does so many, like she has so many orders, she'll close it, work on those orders, she'll open it back up. This is beautiful. She sent me fabric choices. I told her I wanted gingham, and I do really like Tula Pink. So she came up with this owl fabric, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I never would have picked this owl fabric. I love it. I thought that was such a brilliant, brilliant choice. And it's just not something I would have picked for myself. So she did a great job. She does send you I think she asks you for an email or your mobile number, and she texts you fabric choices. It was super easy for me to choose. Now, she also included in my order a really great working pad. So this has a magnet on it. You can clip your chart to there. You could use it as a needle minder. It has another clip down here. This is great. You can stick your needles or your thread over here because this is like, it's not total, it's felt, but it's like better felt, if that makes sense. It's quilted. I mean, this is beautiful and it matches the bag. It's just beautiful. Oh, I'm holding it upside down. Sorry. It's beautiful, beautiful. So if you are interested in a retreat bag, go hit her up. You choose your own fabric. She sends you some things and y'all decide together what you would best like. Thank you so much. I am so excited. And I got it and I did not pack it up because I wanted to show you guys. I'm going to pack it up for my retreat. So it is going to retreat with me this week. Okay, let me show you this at the end because that is fantastic. All right, so I got some charts. Some of these are off of Stash Unload, Stash Unloading. There's several groups on Facebook. So this is a Lizzie Kate. Noah's Noel. I think that's really pretty. It's one that I haven't seen from Lizzie Kate before, so I grabbed it. These two charts were actually free charts that I was gifted in my local needlework group, and I was able to grab these. Beth shared some charts with us, and those are both really cute. So I was able to pick those up. I have a couple charts I'm going to take to the needlework group tonight. I need to ask her, are we meeting at Starbucks or are we meeting at the library? We might be moving to Starbucks. The library closes at 7, and I think she wants to like try to move it to 6 to 8 instead of 5 to 7 so that people that are coming from work don't feel rushed. So the next one is Let's Go Ride a Bike, Tulip Trail. I love those tulips. This is Yuletide Delivery from Plum Street Sampler. I think that's so cute. This is from Sweet Wing Studio, Let Us Adore Him. I'm always looking for religious Christmas ornaments, patterns. Love this. This is a little big for an ornament, but I could probably make it work if I did it on 18 count. It's really cute. This is Rudolph and Friends by Brenda Gervais. It's really cute. That one I ordered. That's new. This one was off of Stash Unload. I think it was on Stash Unload. Yeah. So this one is Cricut's Companion Spring. I did not have that one. I have winter and I have the fall. I did not have the spring. I don't have the summer one yet. I don't think. No, I don't think I have the summer, but I got the spring. This is a Prairie Schooler that I did not have. And then this was a free pattern that they put in, but it is perfect because it's a religious one and I love that. Okay, this is another Lizzie Kate Santa's Wish. And once again, not one that I've seen a lot. Got that on Stash Unload. Christmas, this is Christmas edition. Christmas is Forever 2008 edition from Lizzie Kate. And it was a kit. I think I got that on Stash Unload as well. This one came, finally, I had ordered it a while back and it finally came in. Hit the Road series, Salem Express from Twin Peak Primitives. I love that. I love that little car. So I have another one. There's another, it's a hearse from Satsuma Street. I think they'll be super cute together. Okay, these are some, I have two magazines that I got. Snowball Fights. I thought this was a really cute pattern. Little kids having a snowball fight. And then this one is Silent Night. This is called The Watcher. This is from Christmas, Cross Stitch Christmas 2001. Vanna Pfeiffer did this one, and I always thought it was such a sweet little ornament. And so I found that popped up in the magazines, and I got that. I also got my month-to-month kit from Fat Quarter Shop. This is March. And then I got the Chicken Club Cornelius from Fat Quarter Shop. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show is Mystery Make Along. And this is from 141 Designs. And this was a box that they did, which is supposed to be for small finishes. Mystery box. I'm all about that. I saw the last one and I was like so disappointed that I didn't grab one the last time it came out. So I grabbed it this time. So I just took it out of the box. I haven't done anything else because I wanted to share them with you. So we have some little easel finishes with a square and a circle in there. How adorable is that? Another circle finish. This is beautiful. I love the edging of this. We have beautiful edging that you could either do any of the ways, however you wanted it. Love that. We have another, like a really scrolly frame. How pretty. For a little finish. We have a paddle board with some hearts on it. Really pretty. That was in the mystery take along. I think you were supposed to have 6 finishes. Love it. Now this is something that I ordered at the same time, so it came with it, which is the Back Up the Truck, for the Back Up the Truck series. And I didn't have this and I finally ordered it, so I have that now. So I was super excited about getting those. If you've never tried any of 141 Designs, their stuff is so cute. It really, I love it. And if you don't watch Chantel, she does some videos. Now she does a regular Flosstube that has on there what she's working on and what she's stitching. But then she'll do one where she shows like the new products and her tech. She'll show like, okay, how did she do this technique? What did she use? Those kind of things. And so she'll go over like her new finishes and stuff. So I love both of her Flosstubes, but check her out. So I can't wait to find some finishes for those. Yeah. So it was a great deal. She's done this before where it's a little mystery make along box. If you see it pop up, it's totally worth getting. So, okay, that is all that I have. And I actually thought that I was going to be a lot longer winded and I wasn't. I probably was though. So I'm still going to be stitching ornaments. I'm going to stitch ornaments for as long as it makes me happy. I'm going to try to work in some spring stitching. I think because it was so cold, I didn't want to do any spring stitching. So it just felt good to keep stitching ornaments. Hopefully as it starts to get warmer, although it's not warmer yet. It is today, but we're getting rain. So it's like 60 today. It's more muggy today than like warm. And I will stitch more spring stuff. I will move on with summer stuff. And then go to, in July, full-time stitching Christmas. I really enjoy stitching Christmas. I enjoy the ornaments. The idea of making 52 ornaments sounds totally crazy, but it sounds really fun too. So I'm doing that with Love and Stitchin', the Traveling Viking Mom, and Cow Stitcher. And Cow Stitcher and Love and Stitchin' both have Flosstubes, and they are trying the 52 ornaments in a year. If you don't make it, like if you don't get 52, it's fine. Nobody's gonna come slap your hand, but it's fun to try. It's been fun to pull out these patterns. This is something I've wanted to stitch for 3 years now, and I haven't gotten around to doing it. But because I was stitching ornaments, I was able to get around to doing it. I didn't have anything else pressing. So I'm just going to keep stitching what's fun to stitch. And if it's all ornaments, then so be it. I'm just going to have a bunch of ornaments at the end of the year. if I end up stitching more seasonal stuff, I know I'll stitch some summer stuff. I know I'll stitch some more spring, but you know, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it, and that's the biggest thing, right? So that's what I'm going to continue to do. I go to retreat. I can't wait to see everybody. I am a little quiet when I first get there, and but please feel free to come up and show me your project and talk to me about what you're stitching, because I love that. I adore that. I do loosen up after I'm there for a while. And I hope to walk around and chit chat with everybody and see what everybody's working on, because that's the fun part of going to retreat. Like, what are you stitching, and why did you stitch it? Why did you choose to stitch that? Did you change anything? Did you not change it? I love talking to people about their stitching. So, but at first I'm a little quiet. I need to kind of get settled in my space, and then I'm okay to go up and talk. So, but always feel free to come up and approach and talk and bring your stitching and sit down, and I can't wait. I can't wait to meet everybody. Yeah, that's all I have going on. We have a bunch of trips out of, it's near Georgia or near Atlanta, but it's not in Atlanta. It's like an hour away from Atlanta. We have a bunch of trips to get out of there. My husband is down there with our youngest and another one of our guys that works for us, getting everything on the ground. So they should be heading up the road today. I think they're out of pants, so they have to come home. They could go get stuff to wash their clothes with at the hotel, but I mean, I think they're going to bring up a load today. So I will have that going on. So I am sure I will be doing a lot of ornaments, because those are really great to stitch in the truck. So, oh, this is another thing I wanted to say, and I meant to say this in the beginning. So I have not gone back to doing giveaways. I was going to, and there are a bunch of spammers on YouTube. One, there's creepy men making messages that they would love to get to know you because your profile is awesome. That's not me. I have nothing to do with creepy man. You know, but if he's a Saudi prince and you're interested in that, maybe go for it. I don't know. Don't answer back to creepy people. The other one is they will say that you've won something on our Flosstube. They've done it to several Flosstubers. First of all, I never respond to your comment that you have won something. I only say it in my video. So you have to watch my video to know if you won. I do not say it in the comment section of my video. The only time I announce, and I've done it once before, I announce winners, I put it in the drop-down box and put your name and the number that you won and to contact me. I would not ever make a comment that you won something and to contact me or send me your personal information. My email is always down in the drop-down box, and it is madebymichellemcgraw@gmail.com. That is the only email that I ever correspond with Instagram Flosstube stuff. So I'm not going to be some other crazy email telling you that you won. Due to that, I had a friend that had this happen, and she had over 60 emails, even more Instagram messages of, is this you? I'm just checking. And while that's helpful, 60 messages she woke up to. No, it was not her. It is a spammer. So because the spammers are kind of doing this little thing, and she's not the only one this has happened to, it's happened to a couple Flosstubers, I'm not doing giveaways right now. I will go back to doing giveaways, but not right now. I don't want to have to like tell people, please don't send your personal information to creepy people. Don't do that. The only time you should ever send me your information, and you need to be over 18 to send it to me. So if you are a 17-year-old girl that cross stitches and loves to cross stitch, tell your mom to send it to me. I will be happy to do that. But if you're 17, I don't want you to give out your address to people. Have your mom email me. But you don't give your email, don't give your information out to creepy people is what I'm saying. And because that is so prevalent right now, I don't want to do a giveaway and have people confused. But just so you know, I would never comment on your comment that you won. I would only put it in my video. So I only say it. And that's the only time. And if I did put it in, it would be in my drop-down box, and it would just have your name and your number of what you won. And I've done that in the past when I had 20 some or 30 some giveaways that I did. and I didn't want people to have to sit through all of those names in a video. So that's the only way I do it. I know other Flosstubers are the same way, because nobody wants to say winner or giveaway in the comments, because spammers, I don't know, somehow they search for these things. I don't know how it's done. I also cannot do anything about the creepy guys saying that they love your profile pic, or I can block them, but I honestly think I'm only blocking them so I can't see them, not that you can't see them. And that's the way YouTube does it. So I don't think I can block them from my channel. Although I tried, I don't think it does. I think it's just that I can't see them. So yeah, unless you're interested in the Saudi prince that wants to make you a sugar mama, I wouldn't suggest emailing him back. That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, but hey, if that's up your tree, go right ahead. I don't know. Let me know how it works out. As I said to my husband one time, I'm like, look, you have competition. And he's like, he does not find me as funny as I really am. I am a hoot. And he does not think I am. So, okay, I have rambled now, on and on. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I will see you in 2-3 weeks. Hopefully, fingers crossed, 2-3 weeks, and I will have more to show. Thanks.